Welcome everybody to the Xonebros. This is your positive gaming and Xbox community. And wait a minute. There we go. We just watched the trailer of Crimson Desert.
Launch trailer.
That game.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty hyped for it.
Yeah, it looks good. As long as the world
I don't know if my body can handle.
As long as the world's cool, but it's black. It's what is it? Black Pearl or Pearl Abyss? That's what their name is. Pearl Abyss.
I don't know if my body can handle 2 great games in a row.
What's the other great game?
I'm just finishing up Resident Evil.
Oh yeah,
one achievement away from 100%.
Yeah, well done. And Spicy's 100%ing TCG card game simulator.
Yeah, I'm close.
Yeah, dude, you guys are inspiring me.
Yeah,
I'm only at what am I on card? I looked the other day because Mark mentioned it. I was like, oh, I wonder what I'm at. I'm at 530 only, so I have a ways to go on that one.
You're over halfway there.
Yeah, I'm halfway there.
Of your achievements?
My achievement score, yeah.
There's some pretty hard ones.
Most of mine are now, I was looking, most of mine are just like level unlocks. Oh, and then hiring one more person.
Do you hear that jet going overhead?
Oh, yeah, dude. We live next to an Air Force base, everyone.
Well, yeah, and have you noticed?
Nonstop Air Force. It's been nonstop jets flying.
Have you noticed
for forever.
it's been happening ever since,
Since Iran?
Since the war happened?
What's that song? And I ran.
Oh, what's Saturday
So
Night Live?
far away.
And I ran.
No, but the...
Didn't Saturday Night Live do it? Yeah, Mahmood, yeah.
Yeah, Mahmood. Lonely Island.
Yeah.
It was Lonely Island. It was good. Good
yeah,
song.
so ever since that started, I've been hearing jets all the time. Well, isn't our base just like a depot? I wonder what they're doing.
A depot?
Well, like
it's like
they
the
fix
size
stuff.
of Salt Lake City. It's like the biggest base in the Western United States.
No, I know, but like their job is to fix jets and send them back out or something like that. Like
that's pretty much every base.
No, they do training here all the time.
It's no Miramar, but they do training.
You hear jets, I hear America. Yeah, Crimson Desert though looks legit. Spicy. March 19th. You'll be done with TCG by then?
Hopefully, the last like 3 achievements I have to get are very RNG related in a game that is I mean, you have 121 cards that are unique with 12 cards each. So that's, I don't even know how many cards.
There's only 121 unique cards?
Well, no,
in each thing. So
so each card can have foil, each card can have a gold border, each card could be zoomed in, like blah, 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 holographic, all that stuff. There's 121 of them, and then I mean, this is not me looking at any Wikipedia pages. This is just me going through my books and looking in the shop as a good card manager would do.
Yeah.
And then you have 12 unique ones per 121. So that's a lot of cards. And some of the achievements are you have to get a full set graded 1 through 10, for example. And so it's completely RNG. So it's complicated.
Yeah.
I would like to 100% it, but it's out of my hands.
It is out of your hands at this point.
Yeah.
Do you still reject people selling their cards to you?
100%. The only ones that I keep are the ones that are like $1,500 or above, because then I can grade them and add them to my collection.
Oh, so they do, but they do. You have your counter open for sales.
I have
for trades.
6 counters. 2 of them are manned by 2 employees, and the other 4 are open just for trades.
Oh, okay.
And then people just keep coming in, and I just talk to them as their exclamation mark comes up. The problem that you can only do that sometimes. You can't do that every day, because when you do that, you lose like half your revenue.
Yeah.
So, and when you're hiring, when you have like 8 employees, and you have the full shop open, you need to be making money because your overheads, because you got to worry about overhead.
Yeah, of course.
You are, it's a simulator. You are a business owner. And especially because another achievement I'm working on is getting 5,000 people that have played a card game at my shop.
Yeah.
And so I have the other half of my building.
That's just time at this point.
That's just time. But those are people that aren't spending money in my shop. So if I have that open, then my money's cut in half.
Yeah,
my revenue's cut in half.
Yeah,
it's very funny that this is a video game that we're...
I feel like it's a great game. It's a great game, but the same exploits in this game existed a year ago, and I don't know that he needs to patch them.
What are the exploits? I haven't looked
Well,
at
like
it.
you
exploit
can
is-
just do like all boxes,
Yeah,
right? And
the
like,
exploit is, I mean, it's not really an exploit, but they have all this stuff. The best shop to go into in real life would be a shop that carries everything. But
Yes.
even like your shop, no, you lean towards the most expensive stuff because that's where you get the most money. And that is like, he didn't balance that. And he's
Well,
not
it just needs to be
balancing it.
adjusted. As
Well,
as
here's
it
the
is.
here's
Well,
the,
I would have all he needs to do. Well, all he needs to do, as if it's simple. It's not simple. It's super hard. But like add a variety score
you could do that.
so that if
Well,
I
'cause
come
even
in,
like-
if I
But
come
that's
in,
not that's not real life. What I mean by that is
well, but here's the thing. So what I'm doing is same thing, selling the most expensive stuff. So I won't have my actual shop. Like end game is actually designing the shop that you want instead of the shop you have to have
Yeah.
for money.
but that's how I mean that's how business works. You have to sell what makes you enough money to stay in business. You could well have the viewpoint of this, David. You could be a variety shop, or you could just be a specialty shop of boxes.
I am
So
that.
so
I am,
you could go that route and
yeah.
have that be your mindset. You could do whatever you want. You could make money. I've seen like was it?
I was gonna go all figures at one point because I was like, oh, maybe I'll just do figures because they make decent money. But no,
No. Well, because like Blake, the barber, friend of the show, friend of us, he has a lot of people playing cards. And you can be a relevant business, not even selling items, but just being a card place.
but not if you want to unlock stuff and level up at a
Sure.
decent speed.
But that's not how Blake is playing that game.
No, but all I'm saying is that like, I do think that it needs to be balanced better. Like my critique of that game, super fun. Although, does it need to be? Because when you see those dollars go up and you're able to unlock stuff, I'm still having just as much fun.
Yeah, what's nice about that game is you can play it how you want to play it.
Yeah, that's true.
You
That's
can
true.
totally be a mom and pa shop just sitting there with
Because I want to
and
unlock
have-
all the big stuff at the end and have the coolest layout.
Yeah, well, and I went through a whole bunch of phases because I was trying to just like my brother works for a we'll call it a convenience store,
Okay.
and he put like a franchise convenience store. And he put in, when he started working there like 10, 15 years ago, they were not nearly as big as they were, but he put in infrared cameras in all the stores to see where, like heat zones, to see where people were going. And then with that information, he put their most profitable items in the store at those locations, and I kind of took that same mindset with my card shop. I was originally trying to funnel them in through my card shop. Like I locked down the
Like a
entrance and forced them to walk through all my like expensive boxes and stuff like that. But I like having a variety too, But what's happening is I noticed that the people have something in mind where the items are. And so they have to walk through this whole thing and go all the way through this snake line. And then they'll find what they want. And then they'll go somewhere else. What's happening is they're staying in my shop way too long and not getting the item they want.
And then you don't get the people that will buy lots of money.
So what I did is I separated out my things to make it as easy and as fast as possible to go from point A to B and pay and then get out of my shop, because I want people in and out as fast as possible so they can make a sell, and then I can get the next person in, because you're limited on how many people can come in your shop at any given time. I think that's how the game engine works, and also that's how fire code works in real life. The fire marshal says only 320 people can be in this building or elevator or whatever. So that's how I'm playing it, and I'm really enjoying it because I'm an Excel spreadsheet gamer, and other people can play it, I guess, how they want. But I'm just saying, like, if you want to sell just boxes,
You can.
go for it.
You can. Let's shout out our main man, our Cooper, our 56 Cooper in the house. He sent 5 X1 Bros gifted memberships. Thank you very much. Everybody that got one, you now have access to emotes. Drop some wingman statuses for everybody and some BFFs for Cooper. Thank you very much for your
thank
support.
I think
Cooper.
everybody should play
Appreciate
that game if you like simulator games. I think it's super
Well, even
relaxing.
if you don't like simulator games and you think they sound lame, you should play it
Yeah,
to
it's fun.
experience it. New on Game Pass. We should play this next, everyone. Construction Simulator.
Just
dropped on Game Pass, and it's got like, let me see if I can pull it up. I just saw the picture the other day, and I was like, oh my goodness. It looks super. There it is, baby. Construction.
Is it multiplayer? Can we each like take a job on the job site?
Construction Simulator. I don't know, but I want to be the excavator. I get dibs on the excavator.
Is it? Yeah, I hope it's multiplayer. These games are so much more fun when you get.
It's
to,
true.
like,
It's
as
the downside
firefighters
of the card shop. The card shop would be cool. Multiplayer. It is. Go up 2 to 4, baby. 2 to 4.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we're playing that. No question.
No doubt in my mind. Says, I would have never played TCG if it was not for the bros. Not Knuckles for the bros.
Hey, yeah.
It's what
what
did I tell you, David? I think the best 2 simulator games are Card Shop and Power Simulator.
Power Wash
Simulator. Yeah.
Power Wash Simulators. I think that's the GOAT of simulator games.
Power Wash
Simulator.
There's a zen to it.
There is no simulator game, in my opinion, that is better than that.
I bet you Lawnmower Simulator could match that.
Well,
Because
there's
it's the same concept.
Landscaping
It's the same
Simulator.
concept.
Yeah, landscaping.
Euro Truck Simulator could come close.
Yeah, that's true, dude. I'm jealous of people when I see their setups with those things. They even sell like a big trucking
rig?
stick, and it like moves the same, and it's like, oh, I'm kind of jealous of those setups. Jordan, you were trying to finagle yourself a car setup. You had a little.
Yeah, I just went to Home Depot, got some 2x4.
A 2x4.
Yeah, Mark laughed at it.
And you had,
but it works.
you had one there a little bit.
Why spend $300 when you can spend $7 down at Home
Dude,
Depot?
those guys, I wanted to go down a rabbit hole of those guys that got the full setup, and they use a lot of them play Forza Horizon for like some of the tricks and stuff that they do on there, and you get so good with those games. It's even like Card Shop Simulator. You know how quick muscle memory you get with giving back change.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
You start flying,
You are just,
or
you don't even have to
setting-
look.
or setting the prices.
Yeah, you're not even looking. But so on those racing setups, it's like wow. Just watching people, they're like with their stick, and some of them have cool setups where like all of the gauges are there and it's tied into the system so they can see everything, but it's physical.
Yeah.
We need to set one of those up. One of us.
Jordan,
I still have my 2x4.
Do you
stand.
still have the $7 2x4 setup?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I actually, it's in my garage. I can take it out and
I've
clip everything to
noticed
it.
that's
Then I just get a kitchen chair.
that must be becoming more mainstream and more profitable because I noticed more heavy duty setups on sale like that at Best Buy. So not just the crappy Logitech control, like the legit. They're selling like the legit components now at Best Buy, like
The Thrustmaster 5000.
No, those are the crappy ones. Still, there's like there's like modules that you buy, and it's crazy. Yeah, dude, I would love to go down that rabbit hole. The other one that I gotta respect is Flight Simulator.
Yeah,
Is Flight Simulator the greatest simulation game? That might be the greatest simulation game.
It's been around since like what 95.
So, sort of. I think it can be up in like the top 3 or 5. But these simulator, like when you land and then you have the guys come bring over the fuel and all that stuff, it seems very janky.
As opposed to the non-jankiness of Card Shop Simulator.
So this is what I'm saying. I didn't say Card Shop Simulator was the GOAT. I said the Power Wash Simulator 2 is the GOAT because it feels like a fully polished game and not like Firefighter Simulator felt like it was like a guy did it over a weekend.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
That is true.
And that's with a lot of these simulator games. They're still fun, but like Power Wash Simulator is the most polished simulator game I've
Is that where Bungie may have messed up and they should have spent their money on creating a AAA simulation game? With funding behind it?
I don't know.
Like, why don't AAA studios go after these simulation games?
Because then they wouldn't be AAA.
What does is not a AAA simulation game Flight Simulator? Like that would be a AAA
flight simulation
game. Now imagine a AAA Power Washer game.
Well,
imagine what does that.
But that's
look
what I actually feel like. Power Washer Simulator. I mean,
it's a cut above.
Power Washer.
It's up there.
Are you ever power washing skyscrapers?
That'll
yet.
be an expansion.
I don't know. I'm like 30 hours into that game.
Because you know what would be a cool simulator game that we should make?
Window wash, skyscraper, window washer.
Window washer simulator.
I'm currently watching like what are those places where you lay down and you watch a Pink Floyd show in the sky?
Oh, the planetarium?
Yeah, I'm currently watching a planetarium, and I've been on that one for like 2.5 hours, and I'm only at like 30%.
Wow.
So it's like you get to the point where it's
heavy duty.
It's heavy duty. I mean, you're making the big bucks.
Yeah.
Once you finish.
But imagine power washer simulator, or not, window wash simulator, and you're like on those ropes doing a skyscraper. That would be cool.
That terrifies me. So in my job in real life, I have to go up into these skyscrapers and take photography pictures and stuff, and I have to go in when those skyscrapers are in construction, and there's no working elevator, but a box and a dude just sitting there with a walkie-talkie.
Take us up.
And we're going up flights and flights and flights. The recent one that was built in Salt Lake City, I did last year, and it's the tallest, skyscraper in Salt Lake City right now. And I had to go to the top of that because that's where I just had to take
a swimming pool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's at the very top, and they had no. It's all under construction. They had no barriers on the outside, and I'm terrified of heights. And oh my gosh, it makes you think I'm like,
oh man, dude, it's like,
did they have a guy with you?
It's like giving me vertigo. You talking about it?
It
like
is
picturing being in the middle and off to the side is just emptiness.
Yeah, and there's wind up there when you're at that high, and it's a whole.
Did they have a guy with you? Because I feel like on those types of construction sites,
I had a guide, but they leave me alone while I get what I need to get.
He goes, stands on the edge, pees off the edge or something.
he's so comfortable. He just goes and pees right off the edge.
Yeah, that's like gives me. I never used to be that way with heights. For whatever reason, in my older age, it's like, whoa, I can't do it.
And and I have a fear of heights. Anyways, I don't think it's like a clinical fear of heights. It just terrifies me. Like, and when you brought up that the window washers, because there are window washers, they deserve every penny they make when they go off the sides of these buildings and wash those skyscrapers.
I can't watch the dudes that climb them they climb the skyscrapers with no rope. You seen those guys?
Oh yeah.
The one dude that's super famous just did one
skyscraper washer simulator.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Super Shocker, shout out to Super Shocker, dropped $4.99. He says Game Pass has Assassin's Creed 2, in my opinion, the best one. Jordan, agree?
I'm actually playing through, or I'm going to as soon as I get the last achievement in Resident Evil, and then Crimson Desert's probably going to get in the way too. But I am actually going to go through the Ezio collection.
Oh.
Because I'll be honest, I was playing Shadows, and I'm like, I'm halfway there. I might as well just beat the game, and then I'll go to the old ones. Because I beat like the original Assassin's Creed. I went back and beat that through backwards compatibility. And I'm playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I'm just like, I'm just going to go back to the old ones.
Sucks, yeah.
And there's something about the old ones, man. I feel like, I say this all the time. I told you a bunch of times, I feel like back then they just made video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that's why Resident Evil has been so fun, because it's just a video game.
Yeah.
Well,
Now, it's a very good video game.
Spicy talks about it all the time. Sometimes the limits are a blessing, and the openness of the access to tech is a curse. And I think Assassin's Creed Shadow may be a representation of that. Like, it's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
And they can do lots of stuff.
Until you zoom in on their faces.
And they made a huge world. They made a huge world that's empty, but it's huge. Whereas the original Assassin's Creed had those limitations that they were forced to work around.
Even because I played Altair, he's in the first one. Jumping over to Ezio, I used to not like Ezio, but he's a well-written character. You literally, as you go through the series, you meet him as he comes out of the womb. Like you are with him from birth all the way up through the rest of his life throughout his trilogy. It's just, I don't know. Writing was better.
Well, the thing is, though, I get the temptation, because the thing is, when you have a studio that can do it and take advantage of all the technology and do it well, then you've got something. I mean, I would put a Red Dead 2 there. I'd put a Grand Theft Auto there, a Dark Souls there. You know what I mean? But only the best can do that.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it hard. So no, but do you agree with him? Assassin's Creed 2, best one?
Yeah, probably.
Spicy, do you think Assassin's Creed 2 is the best one?
I mean, I'm gonna hopefully play through them.
Yes.
I don't know, because Black Flag was really fun.
It was fun,
but it's kind of. I don't know. See,
Black Flag suffered from the problem that I didn't want to do the normal stuff. I just wanted to go on my ship.
But that's because it's fun.
Why I think Assassin's Creed 2 is the best out of the series is games. It like pushed the bar forward a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those games that they had a good foundation with Assassin's Creed. With Assassin's Creed 1, when you played it for the first time, it was freaking awesome. Like, cause
it was a cool story.
Yeah, cool story. And then when you would assassinate somebody, it would all go blank, and then you would have the discussion, the dialogue with the guy that you're killing. Where is he? Yeah, and then you start to get the guy. I don't know his name. That was in the future that they're pulling the information. Desmond, yeah, from the information. It's a super cool story. The foundation's there. You're looking for the Adam and Eve apple, whatever.
Apple of Eden.
Yeah, that's it. The apple. I'm only remembering this from like 15 years ago.
I think they're called Pieces of Eden.
Pieces.
And the apple is one of them.
Pieces of Eden or whatever it is. And then you have these two factions that have been at war for thousands of years. That whole story was phenomenal. Then you go into Assassin's Creed 2. And it wasn't a letdown. It was a continuation of the story, and it's getting real. I just think Assassin's Creed 2 took that, and it just went way up.
Well, it definitely laid the
it's the Templars and
well, that's the thing. I think
the
that's,
problem is as it went
going
along
from
too,
I think Origins was fun, like going from the new Assassin's Creed like Origins forwards. That's like Origins, Valhalla, Odyssey, blah blah. Let's be honest, Odyssey was actually a really fun game. I don't know if you can classify it as an Assassin's Creed game.
It was great.
But I mean, that's anyway.
Yeah.
But the old games, I actually just miss Assassins versus Templars.
That was so good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Project Helix. GDC was this week, and they had an event. Now, GDC stands for Game Developers Conference. I've been there. It quite literally is geared towards game developers. That's it. There's no reveals. There's no big presentations.
Well, I actually saw. Was there something that went on? Because I saw Major Nelson came out with a tweet.
A tease.
A tweet.
He teased me. Major Nelson came out and teased me.
Yeah.
He came out on a tweet.
or a post, whatever, on X. And he basically said, hey, just a reminder, tamper your expectations because GDC is for game developers, not the general public.
I was like, it's because Xbox has a big showcase there this year. And Xbox is really when I was there last, Xbox was not there at all. Fortnite was there in power. And then it's a lot of individual, devs, but Xbox wasn't there at all when I was there last, which was 3 years ago at this point. But Xbox was there. Xbox has a huge presence there at GDC this year. Xbox is really going after developers. It feels like they're very aggressive. And so they talked about Project Helix. Project Helix, which Asha Sharma unveiled last week. Remember, we talked about that and just how we feel like that's her getting ahead of stuff. Asha Sharma came out and said that I'm losing my train of thought because chat is talking. Asha
focus
Sharma,
here. Look at my eyes.
Asha Sharma and Jason. What's his name? VP of Next Generation. Jason. I forget his last name. Raspberry. I can't remember his last. Ronalds. Something. Sorry, I'm all over the place. It's because I'm distracted, dude.
Just stare deep into my eyes as you talk.
I'm telling you what threw me off is your skyscraper story. I literally is having vertigo.
No, and I can't
thinking about that.
I have pictures on my phone. I'll show you.
Yeah, I actually kind of want to see these.
It was as someone who does not even put up Christmas lights because I'm terrified of my roof.
Put mine up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's a story. In my last house, my wife saw me trying. She gave me the job to do it. This is like the third year running. and she pulled up while I was on the roof, and I was just stuck on the roof, like I can't move.
Well, yeah, our roofs, we live in the same city, everyone, and there's like a code here. Our roofs have like a 50% grade on them. It's insane.
It's because of the snow. There's a lot of snow.
But other other cities don't have that at all.
I guess it's this. Yeah, I don't know. But she saw that when she pulled up, and I was just like, and she's never made me do it ever again.
Your pants had a wet spot on them.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm telling you, that was so when I actually had to take pictures of the penthouse of that place, and the whole side of it was just the walls was a window, and even just
how strong do you think those windows are?
Oh, they're super strong.
Yeah, they have to
they're like walls. Dude.
These are like a very expensive. These are Arabian princes that come and just buy these penthouses.
Like, could you lean up against the window and it won't
you can
break?
throw your body up against it and it won't break.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
It's a wall.
There's one thing that if it's a 15-story building, that's still terrifying.
Yeah, it's a wall.
You remember in John Wick, they fought on glass in that building? Those weren't very strong.
You're basing your information off of cinema glass where it's meant to shatter.
Yeah, those.
Oh, anyways, so I have to take pictures. I'm in the penthouse, and it's like 15-foot ceilings, and it's just all wall, but it's still. I could not be in that room and be comfortable at all taking the pictures, and that's that. I was on the top of the roof with wind blowing. It was.
So
Sorry.
Project Helix.
Back to that.
Project Helix at GDC got announced. Looks like. The big thing that they announced was the Xbox full screen experience is coming to all PCs in April. It is now being called
Xbox mode.
The Xbox mode, which I like. I think it's cool. That's like good platform jargon there. So that's coming. That's a big deal. That's basically you get all the data. So first you were getting all the data to improve the Xbox full screen experience, now known as Xbox mode, off the ROG Xbox Ally X. Spicy. They've made huge improvements since you had that. Yes?
Wait, what?
The Xbox full screen experience since you've had the ROG Xbox Ally.
Oh, wait, 100%. Yeah. Even since I've had it.
So now, imagine that's going to be put on 1 billion computers. It's Xbox mode, and they're going to glean so much data from it, and they're turning every PC into an Xbox. That's big news. The other news is Project Helix. It's going to be able to play every PC game and every Xbox console game. It's going to also, they're really focusing on backwards compatibility here. Yeah. So all 4 generations will be playable on Project Helix as well.
Because it's a PC at that point.
It's a PC.
Yeah.
That's basically what they basically are at GDC saying, hey, if you come develop your game for the Xbox or the PC, if you develop it for the PC, guess what? You're developing it for the Xbox.
Well, wasn't that the draw they're trying to get? Like, hey, developers, if you develop for Xbox as a platform, the port to PC is easy. And then vice versa.
And vice versa.
That's the draw to
Now, dev kits go out in 2027 for it, which means either end of 2027 we get the console.
Yeah, because I saw a lot of people.
Or 2028.
I saw a lot of people on X also saying that means we're not going to get it for years. But then everybody was like, well, no, the Series X dev kits went out in January and we got it and whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's going to be very interesting to see how it works. But it does feel like, from where I'm sitting, Xbox is on attack mode. They feel very aggressive. The communication, again, on point this entire week. They removed from their website this is an Xbox. They deleted it all. They went back and deleted everything from that ad, which apparently that was Sarah Bond's baby. And it feels like, I don't think the strategy has changed here at all. What has changed is the messaging.
Yeah.
And they're doing it right. They really focused on, hey, basically our console is first. That is our baby. Everything else expands from there. And it's a much more cohesive message, I think. It went over really well out of GDC. No big outrage from journalists or anything like that, like would have happened, let's say, 2 years ago. I'm really impressed. I think it's an exciting time. The question for me is the price point, because the rumor dropped that Project Helix is, and they didn't even address it, so we don't know. Anywhere from $900 to $1,200.
Ouch.
For Project Helix, for whatever Project Helix ends up being. And I think I think it has to come in cheaper than that. Like, I just don't. Especially if the PlayStation 6 is not going to follow you into this strategy, and let's say the PlayStation 6 comes in at $700 even, they win. I just think, because even if you get PC guys, great. You get PC guys on this badass device, but all your console guys, what are they doing? Like, that's who you still got to get them over there.
PC guys already have PC hardware. That they don't have to buy the whole thing.
Yeah, you're basically getting a PC guy who wants a living room setup. That's essentially, but you got to get the console guys.
But then
the pricing is going to be huge.
Then you have the Steam box.
I definitely think you have to come in below $1,000 for sure to hit the general public.
Yeah.
That being said, man, I just remember, anything still above $500 is a lot to me. So
that being said, I bought an ROG Xbox LAX and loved it.
Yeah, but that's a specialty device.
No, it is a specialty.
I would agree.
You know what I mean? Like, that's...
I would have thought that because you can listen to the podcast from 6 months ago. I was so against that $1,000 console. I was so against that. I think it's one of the best purchases I've ever made in my life.
Right. I expected to have buyer's remorse from it.
Yeah,
none. It's
my
amazing.
buyer's remorse
that I didn't get it sooner.
No, well,
that I don't have another $2,000 to buy a badass graphics card.
Existed from the drive from Best Buy to my house until I turned it on and played my first game sitting on the couch.
Yeah,
that's when my buyer's remorse ended.
Yeah. Commando Striker in chat says, last year alone, Steam had over 20,000 new release games. The PS5 only about 50 games. Dev kits is not worth spending just to make games on console. That's why Helix was supposed to be a no dev kit PC. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a technical guy. I don't know the technicals behind it. But if it's simple to do, and the dev kit may be just to test as well. It may just be a test, like, hey, let's make sure there's no bugs. This is on PC. We're testing on PC. Let's make sure it's the same on the Xbox. But I don't know. I don't know Commando Striker. However, let's talk to the 20,000 new release games. This is what's interesting. This is in the same week that PlayStation said we're not putting our games on PC anymore. If Xbox is successful with this, I just don't know how anyone keeps up in the respect. It's why Steam is having the Steam box. Everyone's so excited for, because you do get all these options. With the Xbox, you get even more because you get all your Xbox games as well.
Well, where the Xbox would have the appeal, and I've heard a lot of people saying this, is like, for example, if you were to get a Steam box, which I'm glad they're doing. Yeah, right? I think that's good. If you were to get a Steam box and the new Xbox Helix, you could play Grand Theft Auto on Xbox Helix, but you could not play it on the Steam box because Helix is console. And Grand Theft Auto is only releasing for consoles. Yeah. So you
get like the best of both worlds.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. It's actually kind of interesting because if you have the Project Helix, you can play Grand Theft Auto, but then I can also go and play Final Fantasy Rebirth through Steam.
I still have Steam on there as well.
Yeah.
And comes out in June.
Comes out in June. Just letting you know, I'm getting that and playing the snot out of that one.
On the Xbox?
Yeah. I got to play the first one still.
It's really good.
But no, I think that's what's so interesting about this Project Helix, and that's what sets it apart over like the Steam Machine box that's coming out. And I'm actually I'm actually also super interested for Steam to release their price point for their box.
Yeah, that's not
you know what I mean? Because I think they'll kind of set the tone with it, and then we can speculate what Xbox will be.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we're in a whole new world. We're in uncharted territories, and it's going to be.
I think I just realized why it's called Helix,
because it's like a infinity, like it.
Well, no, because it's two. It's Xbox and PC.
Yeah, it folds in on itself.
Wow.
Yeah,
I just did that.
I did. Yeah, I did that on my video the other day.
The other thing
when they first talked about it, I was like, "Look at the symbol." Even could point out the symbol. Like it's because it's now too. Like it's PC and Xbox. And people in comments were like, "I never realized."
The other thing,
boom! I blew their mind.
The other thing,
my mind was just blown by myself. I blew my own mind.
I think the other thing they need to do with Project Helix, and they have to nail this. You have to open that and plug it in and set it up and not know you're playing on a Windows device.
I think that's why.
And when I say that, even when you go to your Steam library, they need to work something out where it's like, oh, here's the Steam app, boom. Much as I make fun of big picture mode, like that's what I need to not see any Windows.
The reason I stopped playing Baldur's Gate with you guys is because I could not spend an hour every other week figuring out what was wrong.
You were
with
having
it.
PC issues with it.
And then I was like, guys, can we play on console? And I was told no, so I left.
And then we played with the rest on console.
And we did invite you back.
Did you?
And I think you said no.
Yeah. Show me the receipt.
I will.
Okay, go ahead.
No, but I think they need to nail that. Like you need to.
I'm actually gonna look for that.
Yeah, go look
Your
for that
cat,
receipt.
like you need to load that thing up, and like I know some people will disagree with this. I don't want a dual like, I can switch to Windows mode and X. No, it needs to be an Xbox mode all the time.
Well, that's why
that can then play Epic. Like Epic has an app, Steam has an app. Whatever you want to do.
To my understanding,
that's what it needs to do.
That's the idea.
I don't.
And that's why Xbox mode on PC is going to be very interesting because you're going to see, number one, how well this works. Number two, they're going to learn all of a sudden that gets put on you're going to learn so much and you're going to be able to iterate on that exponentially.
What I do not want is what the ROG Ally has. And that's a dual mode. You can switch to Xbox mode and then you can switch to Windows mode. I don't want Windows mode in there at all.
But I think
you will get it.
Yeah.
No. That's what I'm saying. I think they need to figure out a way, like it's an app. Like I load up the Steam app and it loads in big picture mode.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? I load in the Epic Game Store app and it shows me that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Windows 11 or whatever at all on that box.
That might very well be the case on the box.
And I think I'm going to say this: if you do a dual thing like the ROG Ally, not successful.
I'm very rarely in the Windows side, though.
Yeah, I'm only in the Windows side when I have to start up processes that actually make my cloud save work.
I am telling you this, public perception and even like if you do a dual boot like that, not successful. You can't.
You want it to handle it because it's going to be Windows running it, but you want it to handle it for you, so you don't have to do any. You just I want to load up Steam, boop there.
So
maybe you sign in with your credentials the first time, like you would an app on a phone.
Yeah.
And then boop, there it is, and you can access
or
your
NVIDIA
stuff.
GeForce Now, whatever app, like it needs to be all like you're looking at the Xbox right now. There needs to be a Steam tile. You click that tile, it pulls up Steam.
The thing where Xbox has such an advantage in trying to make this work is that everyone's already developing for Windows, and so they're basically what they're trying to do is get you. Hey, if you're developing your game, it's going to work optimally on our Xbox mode first.
Yeah.
And if they can successfully do that, it's game over.
But that's my worry though. I feel like it's going to be a dual boot device like the ROG Allies.
No,
I think if you do that, it's not I think it's a losing battle.
Yeah, because if you want the console crowd, you need to be able to fire up and play, period.
Well, yeah, and that maybe it defaults to Xbox mode, but I don't even want the option of switching to Windows mode. Like, no, really, this makes
you want it to be all
sound
handled
silly.
for
Like
you.
it's all the joy of a console is plug it in, play it. There's the console interface. Games just play and work.
Yeah,
that's what you need to get. And now, how do you dial that in with Steam and whatever? And now you're going to be able to get That's why I pay them. What is the rumor? $1,000 to figure that out.
You're going to be able to test it out with Xbox mode here on your PC soon, and see how far it goes, how quickly they
on my
they
PC
make it
I
better.
can switch back to Windows mode, and I don't want that on my living room TV.
But all I'm saying is let's see what is, because even the Xbox app on PC has improved drastically.
Yeah, it lets me install games now.
Yeah,
before it wouldn't.
Yeah, so it's critical. If they're moving in this direction, it has to work. I think, as Jordan.
You know what's really cool? You know what's really cool about this is because I assume they're going to have keyboard and mouse support because that's probably just going to come down to each game like it does now.
Yeah.
But what's really cool about this is let's load up my Xbox. How I'm hoping they do it. I load up the Battle.net app because I don't want to go through Windows, and I start playing World of Warcraft on there or something like that. You know what I mean?
Maybe
and
you
then
don't even open up the Battlefield app, the Battle.net app anymore. Maybe
it's just that's what
That's how the ROG Ally works.
No,
it's because you can switch back and forth between
try playing Diablo 2.
I know. Okay, with Battle.net it's different, but like all my Steam games and my Xbox games are in the same location, and I can just go to them.
That's nice. And that's how the Xbox app on PC works. If I were to click, like for example, I played Marathon on the PC. It shows up in the Xbox app. I click play, and then it says, "Do you want to open?" And then it just opens Steam and does all that for me, right?
Well, yeah. I'm just saying that's how. That's how it's probably supposed to work. Is all my games, regardless of where it is, whether it's on EA, it has a little symbol on it. It says EA, it says Ubisoft, it says Steam, or it says Xbox. It has the little icon, but they're all together.
Yep,
on my ROG
One
Ally.
of my biggest worries, if it's like the ROG Ally where you can switch back and forth between Windows and the Xbox mode, you guys can answer this question. How many problems have you had with your ROG Ally because it's literally Windows 11 on there?
No, yeah. So the problem with the ROG Ally is Windows.
Yeah,
that's it.
So
That's it,
can so basically that's what, in my head I want them to take Windows, have it run in the background minus the problems. I don't know how they're going to fix that. Cut out, I don't know, solitaire. All the freeware they put
all that came with my ROG Ally.
All the freeware or whatever they put, all the free stuff. But anyway, how do you take that and have Windows run in the background so you can do all your stuff, but still have a device dedicated to gaming and not giving all these extra resources to Windows? That's the big question.
It's going to be interesting.
And
AI.
that's
The answer? AI.
Do you think that's how they're like? They just like, hey AI, how?
I mean,
how
I'll be
could we do
perfectly
this?
honest. I use AI every single day, and it has improved to the point that if it can't fix something for you, it then figures out how to fix it for you. Like, and it will go. It'll be like, oh, I can't. It will like tell you, like, oh, look, I'm trying to do this. I can't do this. I ran into this problem. Okay, let's try this. Oh, nope, I ran into this problem as well. Okay, I'm thinking maybe this. I'll try this. Like,
as you're just sipping your,
as you're just sipping, you're like, ah. And it makes
good
you,
work.
You're not doing anything, and it makes you feel super smart. And you're like, I just figured out this problem. You didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
No, I agree with Jordan though.
Yeah,
I think it has to not have.
Agreed. That's why. Well, that's why I think they're releasing first 2 years here in advance. Let's say it drops the end of 2027. Basically, 2 years in advance, you're getting Xbox mode on every PC in the world. And that's this. Look at how quickly they've improved the full screen experience on the ROG. Yeah. Imagine what data they get on that bad boy to be okay. Here's our most common issues. Here's the things that are happening, and go from there.
Especially when they have the AI capturing your screen, taking all your data.
Taking all your data, yeah. They've got an AI chip built into these bad boys. They give that, so it's operating separately.
Gosh,
it's crazy times. It's crazy times. The marathon has come out from Bungie. From Bungie.
From Blizzard. Blizzard's marathon.
Everybody's hoping this game fails, but when you look at the reviews on Steam, and I don't think these are inaccurate when you read them, they are genuine reviews. It's reviewed very positively.
I don't think everyone's trying. I think normal people want games to succeed and to be fun.
That's true.
I think there's a loud minority.
I agree with that.
That are
they're on X.
They're content creators, or they're journalists, or they're just people that just have. They're having a tough week.
Games at all.
Or people that don't play games at all.
Yeah.
They're just having a tough week. I don't know what it is.
Well, they have agendas.
Or agendas, but I think the majority of people that live their lives trying to do the best that they can, and when they want to play a game, I think the majority of people want games to be fun and to succeed.
So all three of us played Marathon this week. Spicy. Well, let's start with you.
Okay.
Give us.
Oh my gosh!
First of all, can I give? Let's give.
I want games to succeed. Here's the worst thing.
Here's because I want this game to work and it plays well. It is a fun game. The foundation of the game is very, very good. The gunplay is fun. There's a lot of things going great for it.
I think the premise is cool. Like the concept is cool.
The story is bizarre. I'm still trying to figure that out, but that's how Destiny was the first 3 years.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure that story out. We had to read Grimoire cards when we're going to the bathroom because the story wasn't even in the game.
You know what this game needs? Grimoire cards.
It probably would help. So I think the foundation of the game is great. The issues I have are the fluff that comes around, the UI fluff, there's a lot of bizarre things that they're just trying really hard to make me not like this game. But the game itself is sound and it's fun. The PvP is interesting. I'm still learning it.
I really like the PvP.
Yeah, I want this game to do well, but there are things like, let me give you one example. I'm a graphic designer. They have 15 different fonts all over the page at any given time, and it hurts my eyes. And I think they thought it was a good idea because I think trying to understand the story, I think like it's a program like Matrix style storyline.
Yeah, but even the Matrix wasn't that bad.
No, well, and it's a broken system. So, like on your Windows computer or when you get a PDF and you don't have that font installed at your Windows computer or your OS grabs whatever closest font it can find and then it's jumbled. I think they were like, yeah, let's make this realistically like a broken computer program. But why? Like that just... It's the UI is one of the worst UIs in any game I have ever seen in my life.
To the point, and it's not because
they're making the Hulu guy look good.
No, because you're hearing this right now. If you've not played Marathon, and you're thinking, well, who cares? That's just a style thing. That is no.
It's really bad.
It's a thing where you cannot, like, you're on the screen and the data's in front of you. To learn the game, and they're presenting it, but you don't see it because there's so much happening. You're like, oh, there it is. It's right here. I just missed it, and it's plain text that you're missing. It's that kind of bad UI.
So much loudness everywhere on the screen with different fonts, different very loud colors. It took me 5 minutes to find settings. When you press start, it says settings. There's no thing that says settings. There's a billion things on the screen. By the way, to help people, it's in the bottom right of the screen. It's a tiny little gear. And then when you hit the gear, it says settings again. Like, why am I having to press that twice? You know?
Yeah. No, the UI, I think that's pretty universal. Even people that are praising it really high.
But people are going to hear this and be like, well, I thought you wanted to succeed. It's a good game. It's fun. Yeah. I want to enjoy and relax my time, hop on a game, play with the bros, get in some PvP fights, get some loot, get out like any person would that has stressful lives. They just want to have fun. And that UI gets in the way of that, and that frustrates me.
I think that's the thing. It's a fun game with this like barrier that they put in front of you on every screen. Like when you're in the game playing, it plays great. Yeah. But anytime they're trying to present information to you, there's a giant barrier in the way.
I like
self-imposed barrier.
I know. It's like, why would you? We were playing this. This is going to be on our Lobby Legends. If you guys want to watch our first couple of playthroughs of this game, I think it releases next week on Tuesday. Anyways, I had to, like, while the game's loading, I had to put on like the lo-fi girl on YouTube and just relax and pay attention to that screen while the game was loading, because it was so stressful to see this loading screen with a bazillion things going on and a moth eating some worm thing.
If there's any game that like earns its seizure warning,
that is the game. Like, that is true.
This is like the game that would do it.
True. Let's go to Jordan next, but before we do, Rosecti Gamer 718 just became a wingman. He joined. Right. Welcome to Tier 1. Thank you very much for joining us. Everybody who has memberships, drop the wingman status. We got our latest wingman there. If you'd like to support the show, youtube.com/X1Bros. Come over, become a member, get access to each of our facials. And wingman status, emotes, member shows, the whole shot. Appreciate your support. Jordan.
Yeah.
Wait. So before we go, Spicy, but you're going to continue playing this game. You think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I have to prepare myself to play it, though. Like a game like Power Wash Simulator, I can just chill, relax, and sometimes that's what I need in my life. Yeah. I just want a game where I can just enjoy, and this game would be that if I didn't have to deal with the menu. Yeah. So yes, but I'm glad we decided to buy the game and to give it a chance, because the game is good. Yeah. The foundation is good. It's by the people who made Destiny. Yeah. And Destiny is a solid game.
The gameplay is there. It's everything else around it. Well, really, it's only one thing around it.
Well, and you can, I do see the argument of Jordan, when Jordan was talking about it last week, the guns are bizarre. Some of the art style is just weird.
Blocky and boring.
Yeah, I can totally understand that.
Yeah.
There are games that I can't stand arts, like, I get it.
That's right. If you become a member, you get members only facials, baby. T-Bucks. T-Bucks quote. Jordan. What are your thoughts on Marathon?
Honestly, my only critiques is the menu's terrible, and all the guns are blocky and boring. Like they all look the same. Other than that, I think the game is good.
Yeah.
You enjoy it?
Yeah, I mean, it took us a day and a half to figure out the menus, but once you figure out the loop, I mean, because we've played a lot of
Escape from
extraction shooter. We always try the new extraction because we played a ton. I mean, I played so much Escape from Tarkov. I bought it on Steam again when it came out, and and then never played it on anyway. But no, we played Tarkov, Gray Zone, Arc Raiders is really good. I like extraction shooters, so this was exciting. I think we talked about I'd put Marathon somewhere in between Arc Raiders and Tarkov.
Because as far as
it's not as like, for example, there's a lot of people that love Arc Raiders that would hate Marathon.
Yeah.
And they would hate Marathon because of the reason they love Arc Raiders, and that's the simplicity and casual aspect. And I know people are going to take that as like an insult, but it's not. The casual aspect of Arc Raiders. Because like I've said before, Arc Raiders did to extraction shooters what World of Warcraft did to MMOs. It brought it to the general public.
If there's a spectrum of Tarkov to Arc Raiders, as far as like hardcoreness,
Marathon's in the middle.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about, like, I like Tarkov for different reasons than I like Arc Raiders, But once I got into like, okay, here's the quest, the factions, this is how, and once you're able to actually visually pierce through whatever they have there for a menu and figure out how everything works, they do have the disadvantage of, like, in Arc Raiders, I know what a health pack is, and I know what a shield is, and I know what a beer bottle is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas in Marathon, since it's an alien thing, like, there's so many items that you have to, like, relearn. I mean, I guess that's with any extraction shooter, really, but games like Tarkov
there's no context.
Yeah, games like Tarkov and Arc Raiders are a little bit easier because they're set in reality, So, but I think go ahead and put the "you were paid by Bungie" comments that I've been seeing everywhere on people that like Marathon. But other than I think the guns look blocky and bland, and the menu is god awful.
Is the menu bad enough that it could prevent it from being successful?
If I did not, I mean, after the first night, I didn't want to give it another try, but then I was like, no, let's give it a fair shake. Let's try and learn. You know what I mean? I put in the time to learn Tarkov, and I had to use 10 different websites to do that. So, but
Tarkov's menu is go in and play.
Well, Tarkov's menu was good, but their systems you had to
especially we started Tarkov in like 2017.
Yeah, bullets, armor.
You guys have no idea how good you got it now.
So I
that casual game.
I do think the menu system is a real, or the UI.
It's a real issue.
It's a serious issue for them. Because what Jordan just said, I called Jordan the next day and I said, I don't want to play this game again. And it's just because we knew nothing. Jordan's like, no, let's give it a second chance. I want to play it. And then we played it, and you sit down and you took, we took like 40 minutes before we even played.
Well, we went through like, okay,
everything out just in the menus, and it's like, oh, okay, I get what's happening here. And then it became much more enjoyable.
Yeah, it's like, okay, here's
but
the
how many people are going to do that? That's the That's the problem. I think it's a real issue for them.
It took friendship to get you.
I don't
keep playing.
I didn't even care about that. It cost $39 to play. I was like, nah, whatever.
Yeah, well, that's a benefit to it.
I got 2 hours out of it. Just like a movie nowadays, 2026.
I don't ever blame people for playing an hour's worth of a game and not being hooked and leaving. I mean, that's just how it is, right? Like, if you're not, I mean, I know some people say, like Warframe, for example, it takes 100 hours to get fun, right? But I don't blame people if it doesn't hook them in the first couple hours, but
that's a good example for you.
Yeah, playing this game.
Yeah, Jordan.
Playing this game.
I've never seen Jordan hate since then either.
Hate so much.
It wasn't even hate. It was apathy.
It was just like,
which is like the worst kind of, like, you know what I mean? Like, at least hate, he's like, wants the game to be good, so he hates it. But apathy is like, oh, you didn't even.
He's like a washed up performer showing up to just get the bills paid.
Yeah,
when he played Warframe with us, he ignored everything around me and you.
And we have friends in the community that like.
No,
TIE Fighter, remember?
Yeah, I know.
He
people
was all into Warframe.
There's a lot of.
But
it wasn't for me.
I'm at the end, guys, and he would end the mission, and we're like, dude, we weren't even.
But
Dude, what are you doing?
But the second night we played, and that's the thing. It took us forever to figure out. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what this little kit is. You get a kit, you put it in, and then you can. Oh, and then
your
and then you got to take the time to research each of the items to know what they're doing. Their gun system's super cool. I like their gun system and the
with their attachments. It's similar to Ark.
I like the idea of you're adding chips to yourself, and that enhances your abilities. That's super cool. So you can probably get some really cool chips. I would imagine there cores. They have cores, which is also kind of enhancing your shell.
Core specific to the shells.
Yeah, which is super cool. And then different shells, which are basically your classes.
Yeah.
Also super cool. But guess what? In 2 hours of playing at night one, we never understood any of that. Mm-hmm. It took us 45 minutes of night two. So hour 3:45, we understood it better.
Yeah, this is the type of game where you need to put in the time to actually learn and figure out how all these systems work with each other. And that, like in Tarkov, can be incredibly rewarding, or that could not be for you. And I think that's where this game's going to lie.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But as of me playing, I played another round again today, did some quests. I am having fun with the game.
So I hope they support it and continue with it, because I think what they did with Destiny, with what Bungie did with Destiny, I think they have a chance to do something similar here, like just bring a new take on a genre. The problem is a few things. Sony's backing this, and Sony doesn't have the best record with live service games. I think Helldivers is the exception.
They had a little.
Well, it feels like every year there's a civil war, isn't there? In Helldivers?
Yeah, that's true. And when you look at the numbers of Marathon right now on Steam, again, when you look at the reviews, very positive. And I think
that's what's so interesting is.
But everybody in the reviews admits to exactly what we're saying.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. I think right here, Rosecti Gamer, who just joined as a sub, he says, Ark has me hooked, and I just don't have the energy or mind space to pick up and learn another extracted shooter. That is going to be a big problem for them.
And that's where Ark, doing what Ark did, what Warcraft did for MMOs. Like, Ark is much easier to jump into, and after a round, maybe two, you get the pay. You're like, oh, okay, I know what I'm doing. There's this and that.
Well, there was no big question marks.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Marathon, similar to Tarkov. Tarkov just has the advantage of it's been around for so long, so people know how to play now. But Marathon leans towards that Tarkov where it's like you have to put in the time to learn.
So when you look, we're a week in, and it's not a drop off like other games. It's definitely not. Anyone that's saying like, oh, this is the next whatever, I think is incorrect, because all the other games that got abandoned, High Guard and stuff, first of all, they never reached numbers, number one, and number two, if they did, they dropped off immediately.
Yeah.
This game, Marathon, on Steam. Granted, this is Steam, but the devs did say the vast majority of our players are on Steam. Day one was 88,000, just to give you an idea. Day two was peaked at 78,000, so that's 10,000 less. And I guarantee you that was all menu. That 10,000 dropped for menus.
That seems like a normal.
It's probably normal.
Yeah. Normal curve.
Day 3, 73, so we're down a little more. Day 4, we're back up, 77. Not bad. You're thinking, okay, this is going to be where we stabilize right around 75-ish. Day 4, down to 66. Day 5, down to 62. And then yesterday, down to 60. And today, we're at 57. So it's a slow decline. Mm-hmm. It's going to be interesting where it tapers off at and where it steadies at.
I wonder how many people, if they said the vast majority is coming from the PC, I wonder how much is combined between PlayStation and Xbox. Half of that number, maybe?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, because they said the majority is on here. So, but I think these numbers, why you're seeing a slow tick off instead of like a collapse, and it'll be interesting to see where again it steadies out as, is that I think to Spicy Jordan, the UI I think is a very real problem in that it literally is preventing you from getting into the game easily. It's this needless friction.
I mean,
to an otherwise enjoyable experience.
I mean, no disrespect, but I honestly don't know how the developers looked at that for 2 years,
and it's not something,
and didn't
did not have to go to therapy.
Yeah, like I don't.
Well, and surely in playtesting this came up, or in their QA this came up. There's no way that didn't come up.
Hey, your menu's really loud and like not in a good way.
No, because there are games where you look at, for instance, we play
Silicon Valley, you know. When they're doing the with the kids, and they're in the mirror. They're doing their little like cute whatever.
Well, for instance, we play real-time strategy games and turn-based strategy games. I play Crusader Kings. All it is menu upon menu. Yeah. And so it's not that it's like that the menu is annoying because it's complicated and there's all these systems. No, the menu is annoying and the UI is because it's preventing you from understanding what's happening. In complicated games with tons of systems like a Crusader Kings, every system is throwing a ton of information at you. That's not necessary. That's not what this is. It's just, it's this friction.
I have to press the settings button and it took me 20, or it took me like 5.
Yeah,
it took me a while.
I think it needs to be.
I will say it does feel like when you're playing it, even though we got rocked a bunch last night.
I was doing some of the rocking.
I would run out there, get shot, and then Jordan would shoot the guy.
And I'm like a doofus.
Clean it up.
Guys, I'm coming with my shield. And then I get crushed.
I'd go in, pop my ultimate, which would show where everybody is. Everyone would shoot me, and then Jordan would be like, oh, there's a guy.
Guys, I'm coming with my shield. I think... Yeah, and then I even used my ultimate last night on those last guys where I popped a bubble and then they ran in, but I had my missiles supposedly, and I didn't do anything to them.
One thing...
But what I was going to say there is, when you're playing, you can definitely see there's depth there.
Oh, yeah.
That is this draw that I would say even in Arc Raiders doesn't have as much of as, like, there's this...
More PvP.
It's
definitely
more PvP.
PvP focused, which, again, is going to draw in a different crowd and stuff. But, no, I... Honestly, besides the menu and the guns, and I really hope the developers, I think... If you can improve the menu for sure, I mean, the guns you could probably get away with, looking just like blocks, but the game itself is fun. I had fun. One thing, and this is where I'm probably going to get a lot of hate. I really wish, and I was actually talking to Barbara Blake last night because we jumped into Arc Raiders last night after you guys hopped off a marathon.
Okay, let me ask you this. Going straight back to back, what did that change your opinion of Marathon?
No, they're like, if I had to choose, like, hey, if you can only play one game the rest of your life, Marathon or Arc Raiders, I'd probably at this point lean more towards Arc Raiders. But Marathon's...
You think Marathon's more your style, long term?
No, I don't know.
Think so?
I think Marathon is closer to Tarkov than it is Arc Raiders because it's more... there's a lot more systems to worry about. I don't know. No, it's probably not. It's in the middle. Yeah, it's the confusion. Yeah. So Arc Raiders is nice because you can hop in, you can play. We played 2-3 rounds last night.
Don't shoot.
Yeah, it was just,
guys, don't shoot. Don't shoot. Oh, hey, what are you looking for? Oh, there's some over there. Okay, friendship hug.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah. Whereas in Marathon, it is definitely more PvP. No, I mean
nobody hesitated in Marathon.
Arc Raiders is
that a dude? Boom.
Arc Raiders just took extraction shooters and made it accessible for everybody. Like that's Arc Raiders' strength, right? No, my biggest criticism of Arc Raiders, I love Arc Raiders. I think it's really good.
This is what you were telling Blake last night?
Yeah, and this is what me and Blake were talking about. And this is what I wish Marathon does good, actually, is Arc Raiders quests. And you can argue with me all day you want. All you want. Arc Raiders quests are completely pointless.
Oh.
And Blake told me, and fair point, he says, well, they tell you the story. That's great.
That's great. I don't give a shit.
Well, like,
it's a looter shooter.
Yeah.
Loot me.
No. Like, it can tell you the story. Yes, the quests in Tarkov tell you a story, and so do the quests in Marathon tell you a story. But the quests are pointless. And the reason the quests are pointless is because you get in Arc, you get nothing for them. Like, for example, you can be like, well, Jordan, there's that one quest where you get a couple wolf packs. Okay, that's fantastic. You're actually better off farming the wolf pack blueprint and just crafting it yourself than wasting time doing the quest.
Yeah. What you're saying is the quest should have more than just story. Should be meaningful.
In Marathon, their skill trees are attached to their factions, which are attached to the quests. So there's this loop of like, oh, I need to do the quests. And by the way, the most interactivity you get is when the community are trying to do things together. So, for example, in Arc Raiders, you get a lot of chatter, a lot of fun, meeting new people, fighting the matriarchs.
Sure.
You get that when doing like the first couple days of Arc Raiders, everyone's like, "Hey, man, where's the friggin' acorns?" And you're like, "Oh, they're over here," you know. And then you shoot that guy because he got an acorn and you didn't. You know. So
right here, and you shoot him.
Yeah,
in the
then
face.
you shoot him. You know, and
I'm looking for a damn light bulb.
yeah. So what I wish Arc Raiders would do, and I hope they do it, and maybe this is just me and not everybody else, but I think you need to revamp your quest system. I think a temporary fix is just have the quest give you experience.
Sure.
So then if you complete a quest, you get experience, which then goes towards your skill points, which is
all
a
this
benefit.
to say you like the quest system in
Marathon and Tarkov, because Tarkov is similar to Marathon in the respect that you do the quest to get better gear from the traders that then unlock like it's one big loop of quests, traders, gear, you know. Yeah. Marathon does the same thing. I wish Arc Raiders did that. My only criticism of Arc Raiders, because I think that game's a blast, is the questing system.
Sure. I do want to shout out
Bullshiz.
Yeah, Bullshiz here.
What a name.
Listen to this. He's been listening since 2015 Dying Light review on podcast. First time watching live. Just want to say thanks for all the content. You guys are the best video game podcast. Bullshiz. Thank you very much. 2015. That's OG. You're basically OG status.
Yeah,
that's forever. Well done. Hey,
phenomenal.
thank you very much for coming listening live.
That was
appreciate
he probably saw our black and white phase,
Yeah.
our noir.
Well, he
Yeah,
wouldn't
our
have
noir.
because he only listened to it.
That was
on
our
podcast.
noir DLC.
Yeah.
But he heard about our noir phase.
Maybe he knows about wheelchair basketball.
Welcome, Bullshit. Thank you very much for being here. Ruben R is in the house as well. He says he loves the Halo DNA in Marathon, and it does have. I mean, Bungie's gonna nail the gunplay. Even some of the bad guys are reminiscent to Destiny characters.
It feels like Destiny with inertia.
Yeah,
is what
and
it feels
the
like.
inertia is shocking at first.
You get
but
used to it.
It's actually it works for their play style.
It's not as bad as Tarkov inertia.
Oh, dude, remember when that came out? People were pissed.
Whoa!
That's not inertia.
But
that's
inertia
wobble.
benefited me in Tarkov because I'm not good at the game.
Yeah, because you don't. 80.
So all the freaking wizard flying around Chads were like, I remember they were pissed.
Yeah. But it's like a little bit of inertia.
But you know what I respect about Battle State games? I mean, you could say what you want about them. But I respect that they put out a patch and they could give they do not care what you think. Like, you kind of just respect that a little. Like, come on, really? Yeah. Like, 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 oh, okay, you don't like inertia? Well, all right.
Yeah, screw you.
Yeah, all right, we're going to release another pack that you'll buy.
We're going to release something else that costs another $100.
Yeah. Oh, you don't like that? Remember that? That was a huge deal. And you know what Battle State Games did? They didn't care.
So they did drop a major patch last night.
Marathon did?
Early this morning, yeah.
Oh, what's the patch?
Menus settled?
No, you
all right, well,
are.
I'm not interested then.
We heard you. We removed the menus entirely.
Here we go. It would be under general.
It's just a white screen now, but that would be so much better.
Nothing on any UI stuff.
They have got to be hearing the complaints about the menu.
I mean, it's a very common. But see, I think they think it's a stylistic thing, but it's not, because I actually don't mind the style. I kind of like the style that they're going for.
Like in the game style.
Yeah, in the game style. And like this, it's like a futuristic. It's not really cyberpunk. It's like a futuristic, I don't know, loud 80s style, right? Like I get like Running Man style from this.
Yeah, I can see that.
But the menu sucks.
It's the menu. Yeah, it's the.
Like I don't care if you're Running Man or if you're The Witcher.
Yeah,
your menu sucks.
It's just, well, it's not even that. I wouldn't even say the menu sucks. It's
no, it
like
sucks.
As far as like Battlefield's menu sucks.
Battlefield's menu
I was
sucks
just about
too.
to say that. When I prefer,
But at least in Battlefield's menu, I can see what's on the screen.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
when I prefer Battlefield or Call of Duty's menu, you know.
Yeah.
You've done something.
Well, because Battlefield's
you've gone down the wrong
Battlefield's
path.
problem is they're just giving you too much information on every single screen at once. That's not what this is. What Marathon is I can't find the information that's on the screen. I'm like searching for things.
Yeah.
And
you can't.
He's right.
Even though it's there, you're looking. It's like, okay.
And then you find
you have to like go through. You have to have your eyes go through each line.
I guess a small criticism for Marathon, if they're listening.
Okay.
I would like a variety in my loading screens. I'm actually just getting really tired of a moth eating a bug.
There is variety. There's two loading screens.
I always
there's
get
the
The blue one?
There's the moth with the mask, and then there's your like outside.
I always get the moth
looking at
eating the
something.
worm. Maybe okay, hold on. Is there actually a variety of screens, but it's all that stupid moth?
No, because the other one.
Because I have a moth eating like a caterpillar the entire time.
That's
Yeah, but
the
wait,
only one I've ever
but
done.
is
But
that
yeah, I've
also
only
with
ever
the
seen that
mask?
one.
Is that also with the mask?
I think I saw the mask like once.
No, see, because there's the mask one. I think you've seen the mask,
Yeah,
Spicy.
yeah. But it was moths again.
Yeah, and the moth's on the mask, and then there's the outdoor one. And the outdoor one is
I don't
showing
think I've
you
ever seen
like
the outdoor one.
outside of a space station.
Well, and then there's that blue screen with the gold boxes that zoom in with the
yeah.
4 different fonts
oh yeah.
that are not congruent with each other. I'm sorry.
If they could just give me a still image as a loading screen.
We have to shout out T-Bucks. He's a wingman status for 53 months, member of the channel. He says, just accidentally bought a $400 card for $3,000 on TCG Simulator because you guys distracted me.
That's funny.
Worth it. That is hilarious.
Hey,
dude.
maybe it'll go up in price. Though.
I've done that. I haven't done it. I haven't made a mistake that much, but I have done it.
I
by
bet
accident.
I bet the guy said, best deal ever, accepted. That guy was really happy.
Ruben in chat says, yeah, you made that customer's day. Truth. Truth times 1,000.
Best deal ever. That's what they say. Accepted. And he walked out
Anyway,
whistling.
but yeah, look at my review. Marathon's not a bad game, and I had fun.
Yeah.
I had fun playing it. Sorry.
I think
No,
I think that horse is dead. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got to say.
Yeah, that horse is dead.
Now watch Marathon like shuts down next Thursday. Yeah, well, what do you do? I had fun while it lasted.
Wait a minute. Can I change that? I believe I can. Oh, shit. I can. In 5 minutes, everybody, we're going to go to a members-only stream. There is a countdown timer. I thought I could change it. I forgot to change the time there.
Oh, you're going to do like a 30-second drop
Yeah,
or
I was
something?
going to do, I think a minute is what we could go down
What
to
can we
with the
talk about?
On the members-only show, we're going to review the trailer, the Crimson Desert trailer. Also, I would like to talk about what I think is going to be my new favorite survival game, made by the one and only Jeff Kaplan.
Yeah, he had that Lex Friedman
He was
podcast.
on the Lex Friedman, which is a
I'm halfway through it. I'm 2.5 hours
It's a 5 hour. Isn't it really good, dude?
It's super interesting.
Yeah,
to hear
it's very
him
interesting.
Talk. Yeah,
5 hour pod. I've never watched listened to a 5 hour podcast before. I've been like 3 hours and 30 minutes is the most I've done.
I'll just have AI summarize it for me.
no, it's actually
I know. I'm
Jeff-
just kidding.
no,
Jeff
Jeff
Kaplan. I actually
Kaplan.
really like Jeff Kaplan.
It's super cool.
he's a very
But
interesting
his new game, California Legend.
Legend of California.
Legend of California. Have you seen it, Spicy? We're gonna watch that in the member show. I cannot wait.
Okay.
I cannot wait. I think he's giving us what we wanted out of Red Dead Redemption Online.
I was getting Rust vibes.
I'm getting Red Dead Online vibes. Way more than Rust. But it's Rust vibes.
Well, because isn't it like a survival game?
Yeah. In the West.
It's kind of like Rust.
No, not even close. So, well,
Yeah, Rust is more in the middle.
Yeah, Rust is Midwest.
any other games you guys been playing?
Just Resident Evil.
Oh, I should tell you this. I've been taking my ROG. I think I already told you this.
Oh, yeah.
But
Spicy's starting a support group.
I've been taking my ROG Ally to the gym and going on I'm playing Power Wash Simulator on the Stairmaster every day. It's awesome. I'm covered in sweat and I don't even know what I've done. It's freaking awesome. But now, where there was one, there is now two.
multiplying.
Another guy started.
How old is he?
He seems like he's like 25.
Okay, very cool.
Another guy's like, that's cool. He's bringing in his Switch now, and now he comes and hangs out next to me, and we just play games and talk games.
Dude, it's cool.
So
That's cool.
Where there was one, now there is two.
Soon there will be three.
Soon three, and it's gonna be like Fight Club. We're just gonna gather together,
And you don't talk about it.
and we just won't talk about it.
talk about it.
Well, actually, I just did. Whoops.
Just did. You just broke.
Well, it's okay. In Fight Club, a lot of people broke the rules because a lot of people kept showing up.
It is true. I think what he did is he saw you and he was like, that's a great idea. And then he was like, but will I be made fun of at the gym for doing that? And he was like, well, this guy's doing it.
This guy's doing it.
And I'm doing it hard. I
know
don't pay
what?
attention to anybody.
You know what? I'm going to do it too.
Yeah. So and now, yeah. Last night we were talking about, or 2 nights ago we were talking about he's all the anime he's watching and stuff like that. Oh yeah, cool. Whatever. It's great.
Oh, huge shout out.
Oh.
To the Dave baby, $30 super chat.
Thank you.
Happy to catch you guys live. He says, "Well, thank you very much, Dave baby. We appreciate you." That's. I think that's the first time we've gotten an orange. That's an orange. Let me hit the like. Everybody, drop a BFF for the Dave baby. That is awesome. Appreciate it. A minute and 32 seconds before we head to the members only show. For those of you who are members, you just got to stay here, and it will automatically go across. It will automatically move over. We know how to do it now.
Although we pressed the right button,
we might as well go to the outro music. And guys, just stay on because we'll head over. Everybody that's listening, thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. We love doing this every week. It's our therapy.
It actually is.
It's our therapy.
We got to talk about the UI that's given me.
Yeah, we just get to have fun.
Like that will actually give seizures.
So appreciate you guys. Members, stay tuned. 58 seconds till we go to the member only show. Everybody else, have a great week, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.